John Foster here with WVSportsnet.com, lucky enough to catch up with the big tiger on campus, Mr. Plumley himself, the head basketball coach. Rod, thanks for having us down for another season.
No problem.
Tell us a little bit about your team.
By the way.
It is a Panther, isn't it? I'm up there. You know, the Scott Chapmanville rivalry gets me. Tell us a little bit about the Panthers.
I think they're going to be an exciting bunch to watch. I think with the inexperience, there's some things, positive things that come along with putting inexperienced kids on the floor. Right. They're hungry. They're hungry. They're easily excitable. Yeah. They want to prove themselves. You know, they know they're inexperienced. They know they're unknown. They know they're an unproven group of players.
Right.
Well, I tell you what, that makes for a hungry bunch.
That's right. Well, if me and Tony learned one thing off of you last year, it was family and friends played a big role in your life. And we listened to these 6 or 7 guys tell us how big of friends they were. Does that translate onto the court, Coach?
Oh, definitely. You know, the chemistry you try to strive for as a coach and a basketball team makes it a lot easier when those kids are friends, family-type atmosphere. You know, they like each other. They enjoy being around each other. They respect each other. It's not just because they're stuck together and they got to play together and they got to be around each other a lot. Right. You know, they enjoy each other.
It's a big difference, ain't it, Coach? Because, you know, last year you went through the ups and downs. You know, you feel like you had a lot of individuals on that team. I mean, I was looking at it in your last 8 games last year, Coach, you went 6-2. You finished strong coming down the stretch. Now, you did lose out in the sectionals. But tell us about that run right there at the end of the year, because a lot of teams can fold and buckle it. But did that message get through to any of these younger kids this year?
Oh, I think so. You know, basketball is a different animal than, say, football. You know, you always have that, you know, light at the end of the tunnel. Right. Sectionals, you know, tournament play. There's no reason to ever during December and January to February to kind of fold up, you know, pack it in, take it in, you know, and get up the season. Man, you always have something to look forward to and keep building to. And when we started putting inexperienced players with our core group of experienced players last year, and we had good leadership players last year, you know, at the end of the year, that really stayed the course and kept things positive and kept building. And these inexperienced players got into the mix those last 8 ball games, and it just brought a little bit of that hunger I was talking about. You know, great hustle, great effort from these kids, and now they're leaders, and they haven't backed off that effort and that hustle one bit.
That's good to see that they stay true to their roots. You know, that's what's got them to that point.
Well, they know that.
Well, we listened to all of them also say they strive for that first winning season.
Always.
In season.
Having a strong, inexperienced, talented bunch that we thought, like, you know, last year, you know, they wanted that. They wanted it for themselves. Well, this year's group, you know, now it's kind of on their shoulders. Right. You know, this is their year, and they want to achieve that goal. I mean, without question, they want to win. And they want to just not win the season. They want to do it in the MSAC, right? Big time.
Well, funny that you touch on the MSAC. What I'm learning now on the trip down here that this will be Lincoln County's last season in the MSAC. Would you like to comment any on that?
Well, you know, it's been talked about for years. You know, when we first consolidated, we were kind of put in the MSAC by state-appointed superintendent. Right. They felt like that was the right move. You know, not necessarily the county coaches necessarily or administrators believe that, but it was his call. And new school, he was wanting to jump right into the fire of things and be in the limelight and be on the big stage. But yet, you know, trying to go from small single-way athletic competition into AAA is one thing, but to try to do that in the MSAC at the same time, that's a whole nother ballgame.
Absolutely.
You know, we feel like we're a AAA school when we play AAA ball. But, you know, we need a little bit of slack in there to just get things kick-started. Right. And to build that momentum of year in and year out of what a AAA program needs to be. And that's hard to accomplish when you're competing against, you know, 15 other MSAC schools, you know. Right. And they range from, you know, anywhere from 400 more students to 1,000 more students. Right. Which, you know, numbers ain't everything. Right. But, you know, as far as the MSAC goes, you're talking about tradition-rich, long-standing powerhouse basketball teams.
Absolutely.
You know, up and down the board. But getting out of the MSAC, but we want to make a good run in the MSAC this year. You know, without question. We feel like we can make a dent, a big-time dent. And then I'm not sure what kind of schedule we're going to be able to put together next year, but we'll do what we have to do.
But that's right. Well, I think that, you know, you'll wake the thunder this year for saying, you know, you'll make a little noise going down the MSAC.
We're going to, there's no doubt.
Whether I feel like you developed last year, you know, that instilled into the kids, family, friends, and, you know, I'm seeing it in talking with these kids this year. Rodney, I think you're really set for a good season. We hope we're along for the ride. We're going to be here all year. Appreciate you having us down for our second season preview. He's Rodney Plumley. I'm John Foster. This is WVSportsnet.com. Check all Panther games out on WVSportsnet.com all season long.